Now, it is a little rally bally. Unfortunately, it's not a shiny. Well, as far as I know, it's still not a shiny. It shouldn't be because I don't usually release shinies during Spotlight Hours. But how are we all doing today? Welcome in. We can still try and get ourselves a hundo if possible. So how you doing, Lost? How you doing, Rob? CSI, Dulsandu. Welcome in, guys. So, I definitely need to try and stock up on some items tonight, just given that I am running very low on Pokeballs. How many Pokeballs do we have? 33, 2, and 125. So, as you guys can see, we definitely need to get some Pokeballs all lined up. So, probably won't do too much catching. So, given that there is no how to renew membership, you should just be able to click on the same link that you did to join the memberships in the first place. So yeah, if you go to the actual homepage, or there should be a link in the description as well. If you click on the link next to the memberships thing, it should take you back to the memberships. How you going, Negan? Welcome in. So yeah, no no shiny to hunt tonight, but we can still get ourselves a hundo, maybe, depending on how much catching I do, given, like I said, I don't have a lot of Pokeballs, so I'm probably going to want to stock up on them just slightly. So we'll try and do that, and we'll do some PvP battles and stuff like that as well, I suppose. So, let's get into it. I should take my water with me. Given my shin. Given that it's actually fairly warm tonight. Yeah, make sure I've got keys. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's get this going. So how are we all doing today? I'm not going to get run over by any cars. You look, but it didn't come up. It should come up with the join button. Like, there will be an actual link in the description that you'll have to click on, and it'll take you to the... Hey, Gavin, how you doing, man? Welcome in. How you doing today? There's both Patreon and just members, but the members stuff, like if you join the Patreon, you don't get access to the emojis and stuff like that. So there's two different ways that you can support the channel, through the Patreon or but it should just be the membership link. It should say it in the chat. So yeah, how are we all doing today, guys? Looks like it's a little bit of a charge bug, grabbing rather, nest down here at the moment. So yeah, like I said, since there's no shiny to hunt tonight, unfortunately, I'm keen to do some battles and stuff with you guys, if you're up to it. Knowing my luck, Niantic will have released a shiny tonight, just because, you know, that's what they do. And the next 3 weeks is actually like this, because we've got Rowlet, what's the other ones? I can never remember Gen 7, just because it's not my generation. Rowlet, not Torrkitty, fucking, what's it called again? The link isn't working. Well, just go to the homepage and click on it, dude. There's nothing I can do about it right now, so... Lytton, that's the one, yes, thank you. Like I said, Gen 7 isn't my generation, and it's the water one. Honestly, Gen 7 is probably my least favourite of the generation, just quietly. So it's probably why I haven't populated that. Thank you. How you doing, Estella? Welcome in. Good morning from Ohio. Good evening from Australia. How are you doing? From Victoria, I should say. How are you doing tonight? This morning for you. How are you doing today? There'll definitely be a join button on the homepage, dude. It should be next to the subscribe button. Playing Pokemon 2? Nice. What, one of the main series games, or also playing Pokemon Go? You mean a PvP challenge? Hey Diana, how are you doing? Welcome in. Tef, you gonna battle? Quickly, can I snipe that? Like I said, I have to spin these Pokestops just to stock up on items, so... Okay, now we can take some battle requests. Can this be shiny? No, unfortunately not. Unless it's shiny before Spotlight Hour, Niantic never released them during Spotlight. We have had it happen once, but that they were already releasing the shiny. It was Rockruff. So shiny Rockruff was available the day that we had it in Spotlight Hour, but they'd already released it as a shiny that morning, sort of thing. So it sort of rolled over into the Spotlight Hour. Is it different on mobile? I have no idea. It's probably still there, dude. I just don't know. I've never really looked at the... let's have a look, see. YouTube. My channel. Yeah, see, if you scroll down next to the... It should be underneath the stream. Our members, click on join, and it should take you to the membership page. So it is there, but you might just have to scroll down a little bit to get to it. Okay, sorry about that, Tef. Okay, so what are we going to go with? What are we going to battle with? I was going to say fight. What are we going to fight with tonight? What is Tef going to use? What is... You always tend to use this. Yep. Let's go with... You drank too... Yeah, how was your birthday on the weekend? So yeah, sorry I didn't end up streaming for you guys over the weekend for the Regidragos. It's just that by the time our group, because our group around here just wasn't interested in doing any, and because you can only do them sort of in person, we only ended up getting one done at like 5 p.m. So I thought there was probably not much point actually streaming for you guys because we only did one raid. You got an Xbox. Nice, dude. I've never been an Xbox person, just personally. Like, it goes back to when they first released the Xbox and the controller. I hated the original Xbox controller. It was just so bulky, and I was used to playing on a PlayStation controller, because when I was playing on consoles, I was a PlayStation person. But yeah, since then, I've never really been an Xbox person. You had 2 hangovers. Not just one, but 2. Well, that means you had a good night. You only got your gold bag time to get them. Yeah, see, I have done hardly any of the Gimme Ghoul stuff myself. Just haven't really been into it. I haven't played the game much over the last few weeks. Because honestly, it's really getting to the point where the game... It's just, I'm losing interest in it after all these years. With the way that Niantic keeps stuff, like especially since, again, on the weekend, as you guys probably saw, there was a lot of issues with the Gimme Ghoul stuff. Not the Gimme Ghoul, sorry, the Regidragos stuff. So yeah, people in New Zealand were having issues not being able to get into the raids. People in Australia were having some issues as well. So just again, it being such a glitched out thing, it's, yeah, unfortunately, it just really detracts away from the interest of the game. If Niantic could just get stuff to work the way that it's supposed to. Hey Evolution, how you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Oh, did we choose a decent team here? I think we might have. I don't want to go counting my chickens just yet, because you know what happens. But I'm feeling a win coming on here, just quietly. Yes, for people in New Zealand, they are getting another shot at trying to get the Regidragos, which is good, but they shouldn't need to. Like, Niantic just need to make sure that the events are going to run properly for people in this part of the world, because it's just a regular thing for us here in the Asia Pacific region. Usually it affects us here in Australia as well. Luckily, they had most of the issues ironed out for it before it got here to Australia, but unfortunately, yeah, it's just a common occurrence. And it, like I said, it detracts from the enjoyment of the game when constantly there's stuff going wrong and they're just doing makeup events. People put time aside to be able to participate during the events when they're first held. So having to do that again, it's like people have other things to do, unfortunately. So just making up for it doesn't really solve the issue. They just need to make it that the issues aren't there in the first place. GG's, CSI. I'm actually surprised, like I said, I got the win. You hate Mega Medicham, it's ugly. Unfortunately, that's just like a lot of Pokemon. Like, a lot of the Megas are a little bit disappointing. But I mean, Medicham in the first place isn't exactly the most appealing of Pokemon. What's my favorite starter? Charizard. Well, Charizard's not a starter, Charmander. Charmander is my original. Like I said, I'm a Gen 1er. That was my generation when I was a kid. So that's the generation that I'm most attached to. So it's always been Charmander. And my favorite Pokemon is Charizard. And also my favorite shiny. My favorite legendary is Mewtwo. I have other like favorites from other generations, but they'll always be my favorite sort of ones, because like I said, I'm a Gen 1er. Just dropped out for a second there, guys. I apologize. Also apologize for the road noise. It's a little bit loud. Kiwi, how you doing? Not being mean, but there are so many other people doing this. Why are you still going out for all the Rowlets? It's shiny locked. Because what else am I supposed to do? It's content. I gotta upload content onto my channel for you guys, so that's why I'm doing it. And we're in Australia, so you know, we get this stuff first. I mean, it's something that you just got to do sometimes. Unfortunately, they're not always shiny during the spotlight hours, but when they're not shiny, I usually do like PvP and stuff with you guys, as well as just doing, you know, a bit of a hunt for a hundo, see if we can get a hundo if we're lucky. Raid hours are usually like the main draw for the week, because people enjoy getting into raids and being in Australia. Again, we're one of the first places, so we can usually host them first for people. So they're usually fairly big streams. It also depends on what's available for the raid hours. Stuff like Mewtwo and Rayquaza and stuff like that are usually big draw cards. Spitting straight facts. I try and be. Yeah, true, not sure if you remember, but you have added me out. You're in Melbourne too? Okay, nice, dude. Right, oh, okay, we'll do another battle. I was going to spin the Pokestop, but I guess... can I... Yes, I can do PvP again. Like I said, since there's no shiny available today, I'm happy to do PvP with you guys for the stream. No shiny Smeagol. This event sucks. Yeah, honestly, this past event that we just had, it was very... Like I said, that's another reason why the game is getting a little less interesting, just because we have all these events where there's just nothing going on. Like, what was really available during the last event except stupid Lipfish? It's like one of the most ugly Pokemon. I really dislike the Brexish, or whatever it's called. That goes to show you how much I dislike it. I don't even know its name off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure that's it. But yeah, I already had the shiny Smeagol from... I can't remember which event that I think it was the last Festival of Colour event or whatever it was when it first became available. But I was lucky enough to get one then. So yeah, honestly, this event had nothing that was really worth me going out and spending my time trying to collect some stuff. Can we make a team of all starters? I mean, can we make a team of really chunky Pokemon? What's the Hundo CP? It depends on the level, sort of thing. Because the levels dictate what CP it's going to be at, so it's hard to say, especially if you're looking for them in the wild, because they're not in research. You can only say, so I'm not actually sure off the top of my head what they are. What else are we going to go with? Let's go with... there has to be one in here that's... That'll do. 10,000. I don't think that's going to be the CP, just quietly. Your daughter stole 2 shinies this week. You got your second shiny Smiggles. Nice. What was the CP? Does it have decent IVs at least? Yeah. Of course I'm taking my time. I'm trying to, talk to you guys as well as pick a team, so cut me some slack. Not bad? Nice. And that's what you want, as long as you can get sort of a decent IV one out of it. Freaking Swampert. Yeah, well, I was going with an all-starter team, so I had to make sure that I had the water type on there, which I'm glad that I did, given that Venusaur wasn't doing too well against the Noctowl. When I saw that first, team up, I was like, fortunately this might not go my way, but... The thing about Swampert is it's spammy. Probably should have swapped into the thing, but it doesn't matter. Should have saved that. Honestly, I thought it was closer to its charge move than it was, but that's okay. forgot my Go Plus, which I really should have brought with me, just so I still could have spun stops while I was battling. Because, yeah, that was one of the main reasons why I came out tonight, just because I wanted to stock up on items before the weekend, given that it's GG's. That's what I get for choosing a full team of starters. Use wing attack. Bit hard when I'm already in the battle. Where are the little rallies? There they. So if somebody does know what 100, like a hundo CP of this is, let me know. So I've got an idea of what to look for. But like I said, given that they're wild, it's going to depend on the level that they are, sort of thing. So usually when they post up the hundos on the graphics and stuff like that, it's for like a level 25 and 30, because they're the ones that you usually get from research. But given that it's not available from research, it's tiny. Brexit. Bruckish, yeah. It's brahfish. Honestly, it's like one of the most ugly Pokemon. I don't know, I have a thing with the fish Pokemon. I just don't particularly like them. Like Magikarp and Phoebus aren't bad, but pretty much every other fish Pokemon is just bleh. I think it's just because Phoebus and Magikarp, they both evolve into decent things, whereas in most other fish Pokemon, either their evolutions are really average or they just don't have evolutions to begin with, sort of thing. So it's just like, I just find them very pointless. Yeah, Magikarp's good, like I said, because it evolves into Gyarados, obviously. Alright, that'll do. Was that quick enough for you guys? Did I choose my team quicker than... Scrappy. Gavin. That's what I'm versing. My game just sort of locked up for a second then. Hey, what? That's not fair. My game just full locked up and I couldn't actually attack, so that's a bit disappointing. I missed out on doing like the last couple of attacks just because the game was just like, nope, you're not allowed to attack now. So that's another issue with the game. They need to fix the PvP. See, again, my game just full locked up. I couldn't do anything. The game's being very laggy at the moment. It's not firing the charge moves when it needs to, and it's not actually attacking when it needs to, and I can't see how much health my shit has. It doesn't say network issues, so I think it's just the game being laggy. It is PvP, so it's like, what do you expect, sort of thing. Yeah, so that was a bit of an unfair battle because there was damage there that was just left on the table. I should have been able to KO that Swampert. but I didn't get a chance to because the game was lagging out. But GG's. Yeah, after you did your charge move, for some reason it was just, I would tap on the screen but nothing was happening, so it's like, well, that's a bit disappointing. Stream is a little bit blurry. It might be because where I am, stream can lag a bit because of the trees that are next to me. They form like a wall that causes some network issues. Whenever I do have network issues, it tends to be when I'm walking down this part of the trail. That's alright, Gavin. Like, it's not a big deal because, I mean, you know, it's not like we're doing a tournament or anything like that. But yeah, it just makes it a bit unfair when the game doesn't work the way that it's supposed to, and it's just like, well, come on, I'm trying to battle here. But yeah, you're not to blame, so it's all good, dude. All good. Take the loss and continue on. Get off me, bud. See if we can get a shiny chest. Hey Jesse, how you doing, man? Been a busy week with finals, so not much time for Go. But you got your first shiny Marwol and 2 Smiggles. One from Snapshot and the other one from the Smeagol, funnily enough. Well done, dude. Congratulations on your shinies. And also, well done for your finals and stuff like that. Hopefully you did well. But yeah, definitely education and all that sort of stuff more important than catching some digital creatures. So yeah, always worth putting in a bit more effort, as we were discussing before in the stream. Like, honestly, this last event that's just gone by wasn't really worth spending a lot of time doing, so you made the right call, dude. It's pouring in Sydney. It's actually been really nice here over the last couple of days in Melbourne. It was like 31 today. So yeah, it's sort of been high 20s, low 30s for the last week or so. No worries, evolution. Yeah, dude. I've had, like, I live semi-rural sort of thing, so I've had, I almost said kangaroos. Yes, I saw a kangaroo in, like, the end of my street the other day. Just had to sort of drive slowly. It sort of bounded down the street in front of me and then went into one of the neighbours' yards. But yeah, we've had koalas on our property before, just chilling in trees. So I've seen most sort of typical wild animals. Haven't seen a wombat. And obviously not a platypus, just because there's no water where I live, sort of thing. I live on top of a hill. But I've seen echidnas, kangaroos, koalas. I actually saw an owl the other day. Owl. I saw it during the day. I was out walking the dog around the yard and sort of startled the owl, and it flew into one of the trees nearby. And then later on that night, I could hear it hooting outside. Let's go with that. You already chose your team. Will be a genuine matchup. Oh, good. Obama Snow versus Mark. Should actually be an interesting matchup. Neither sort of has... Oh, okay. Never mind. I was going to say, neither should have advantage here, but I forgot this thing's got, I think, gunk? No. What's its charge? I don't know what its quick move is, honestly, off the top of my head. Probably not a great switch, but it doesn't matter. Very true, just 2 more quarters until we have your bachelor's. Sorry, I can't wait, and you're done with school. Yeah, that'll be cool, dude. Then you actually go out, get yourself a job. What are you studying? Computer science, many opportunities, so hopefully find it. Yeah, dude, that's actually really good. Hopefully you'll find something that's, you know, high paying as well, and that's one of those sought after sort of things. Reckless has been away for a while. He was here on last week during raid hour. The stupid fish. Of course, you had to choose the stupid fish. I suppose I could probably drop the shield here, keep Muck alive for a bit longer. I think a mozzie has bitten me on the back, trying to scratch and paddle at the same time. GG's. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have made much of a difference because of how low Obama Snow was on health, but I would have saved that weather ball, given that you're probably going to be able to farm the Muck down with just quick moves. Probably would have been better saving the weather ball for the last Pokemon. Like I said, it probably wouldn't have. Brox is just, yeah. Unfortunately, it just, like, being half water type, basically going up against the Thunder Punch just didn't bode well for it. But that's why I like Muck, because Muck is very versatile with its moveset. It's bulky, it's got a good moveset, and just because of its moveset, it's got good coverage. You saw a panther in high... you saw a panther in High Court last month. He injured people. Damn. Yeah, there's like a mosquito. Go away. It's like this huge-ass mosquito. I thought it was a fly buzzing around me. Yeah, luckily we don't have animals like that. Like, we have things like crocodiles, but not in this part of the country, so we don't have to worry about that. They're like our largest predator. In Australia, like, our largest predators are sea or river animals, being crocodiles and sharks. On land, really, the only thing we need to worry about is snakes. We don't have like panthers or tigers or any of that sort of stuff. Bears. Maybe he was waiting for justice since a lot of years. You saw a possum thing and then an hour later. Oh, dude, seriously? That sucks. Possums are pretty cool. Yeah, you hate to say it, dude, there's nothing wrong with being motivated by making money, sort of thing. I mean, everybody wants to make money. The more money that you can make, the easier your life is, sort of thing. Yeah. Muck, hard carry. Like I said, Muck's a good. First time, this mosquito, go away! Haha. Squashed you. Just caught it in my hand like a boss. Yeah, Mark, like I said, it's got good coverage. It's a decent Pokemon. The main reason why I was using it originally is because of Azumarill. Because everybody was running Azumarill, and it just nukes Azumarill being poison water type, being poison type rather, and having access to like electric moves as well in Thunder Punch. Like hard counters Azumarill very well. Alright, what are we gonna go with this time? Let's go something a bit different. Let's see how that goes. Got to worry about that? Not really. I mean, there are some spiders that, yeah, you're better off not putting your hands around certain things like redbacks and stuff like that. But honestly, you don't really see them that often. As long as you've got other spiders like daddy longlegs, that's the one I'm thinking of, and thingies, huntsmen's around, they tend to take care of most of the... Because both daddy longlegs and huntsmen's, they hunt other spiders. So if you've got plenty of them around, you tend to be like pretty good with the redbacks and that. I've never battled. Do they have decent teams? Like, I'm happy to battle if you send through a request. Ooh, this is going to be close. Hopefully Dragon Pulse will actually do enough here to KO. If that's what I can actually see. Oh! I wasn't actually expecting to get the win then. But GG's. When's the next thing? Tomorrow night for Raid Hour. That's when I'm doing the next ones. I came from the forest, a train ended up entering. And that's the thing about wild animals and stuff like that, and people. I mean, we're encroaching on their territory sort of thing. Like, the bigger our cities become, the more people that there are, the more we encroach on animals' territory. So the more chances there are of encountering stuff like that, them getting stuck in, you know, and people becoming sort of attacked by them. People becoming attacked. People getting attacked, just people coming encounter with them sort of thing. And occasionally, it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes snakes and that will end up in the city in Melbourne, just because, like I said, the more we encroach on their territory, the more chances there are of us encountering them. Some have, they do. Yes, they do. You agree? Sorry, you agree, but there's a lot of security. Well, they are sneaky. Panthers they're stealthy hunters, so they're used to creeping around and staying out of sight, sort of thing. So it's just, you know, it's what they do. Yeah, I can battle you next, dude. What am I gonna choose? I don't know. Why not? Let's go with that. Let's see. I'm just using random teams at this point. Sneaky beasts. That they are. Like I said, they're ambush predators, so they're used to creeping around and staying out of sight. Alright, let's see how we go. Garchomp versus Sableye. Yes, Loss, I assumed that you were the thing. Because you keep changing your name. What are you talking about, Delsandu? You've lost me, dude. I'm like, wait, what? Okay. From Naruto, okay. I haven't actually watched it, so I wouldn't know. Should watch it. A matter of finding time to be able to watch it, sort of thing. If Reckless was here, he'd understand. He cried when it finished. No, honestly, I don't watch a lot of TV and stuff these days. I tend to watch more YouTube than anything. Like, not when I'm watching stuff, 90% of the time it's usually watching sort of YouTube. The other, I'd say 8% would probably be watching sports, like football and stuff like that. Aussie rules for those, like, not like soccer, but Australian rules football, and maybe some motorsports and stuff like that. And then sort of 2% of my time is watching actual TV. Yeah, I don't know. I've gone off watching TV, to be honest, because everything's just so the same these days. There's no series that really interest me. Like, everything's sort of, yeah. And when I do watch, I tend to watch certain series, and then that's it. Go Cats. Nah, go Dogs. Nah, unfortunately for Geelong, you guys, you're probably going to start dropping down fairly soon. Because you can only start, I mean, it's sort of the same thing. I mean, look at Hawthorn, for instance. Like, they were such a strong team for a long time, and then they've just dropped right off the perch, because once you start losing some of the older players that you've got that are sort of carrying the team, once Tom Hawkins retires, I mean, Selwood's already retired. Once Paddy Dangerfield retires and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys are going to lose a lot of those experienced players over the next few years. So I'm expecting Geelong to sort of drop off a little bit. Wait, sorry. Aren't you on my friends list already, dude? You should already be on my friends list. Who are they? What, Geelong? They're an AFL team. One of the dominant Victorian teams over the past 15, 20 years sort of thing. Geelong's just lucky because they have their home ground advantage, which most other Victorian teams don't have. Because, I mean, their home ground is in Geelong sort of thing, whereas in every other Victorian team either has the MCG or Marvel Stadium as their home ground. So it's not really much of a home ground advantage when there's sort of like 6 other teams that share your home ground with you. How you doing, Lamborghini? Welcome in, dude. You lost sound, so you can't... Okay. Well, hi. Trying to fix it, all good. Not that you can hear me. Wait, what's your in-game name again, dude? I'll search, I'll see if you're there. Okay. Alright, there you go, dude. I was gonna say 111111 shouldn't be my friend code. Yeah, Lamborghini, I'm happy to battle. Yeah. Just let Lost re-add me. Yeah, sorry if I do keep removing you, dude. It's just when I go through to make room for the raid hours, sometimes people just get caught up in that I shouldn't remove. Unfortunately, it happens. I'll try and remember and keep you on the friends list this time around. Yeah, so Lamborghini, I'm happy to battle you. Just let me battle Lost Plays first, and then I'll battle you after. I'll battle him first, because he's been waiting. Imagine getting a surprise. Like I said, they've only done it once before, and that was for Rockruff, and it was because they released the shiny that day, sort of thing. So we were just lucky to get it basically for that Spotlight Hour. But yeah, they don't release shinies for Spotlight Hour. And also, given that these are starters, they'll save them for community days, because we always get shinies released for starters on community days. So hopefully this means that within the next, I mean, we've still got, we just had Chespin, didn't we? So we've still got the other 2 of those starters to go. So we've probably still got a bit to wait until we get Litten, Poplio and Rowlet in com days. Honestly, I probably wouldn't wouldn't be you don't see them until next year. I didn't. I'll send you one, dude, because I haven't got it. Sometimes they don't send through. You guys try and send me battle requests, they just don't come through. Oh no, we had Rockruff in Spotlight Hour. But it was the day that they released it shiny, I remember. I think they did it with Litleo as well, but they definitely did Rockruff. Nah, you don't want to battle Master League, dude. Because you're a way lower level than me, so there's no point doing Master League, because my stronger Pokemon are just going to be that much bigger than yours, that there's not much point doing it.
I just don't belong.
Yeah, we've had Rowlet Spotlight Hour, dude. I remember it. Not flexing, I'm just telling, if he's level, because the problem with Master League is you've got to be around the same level as the person that you're battling, otherwise there's no point doing it. Because, I mean, my big Pokemon are going to be, you know, 3,500 to 4,000 CP, where his largest Pokemon probably aren't going to be that high. So if he's battling me, he's already at a disadvantage, so I'm just telling him for his own benefit, not because I'm trying to flex. That's why Great League's the best one, just because it's even for people of most levels, sort of thing, because everybody should have Pokemon that are around that 1,500 CP range. So yeah, I'm doing it as a courtesy to him, not because I'm trying to be like, oh, I'm so much better, I've got bigger Pokemon. I'm trying to be fair. Because I don't want to beat you guys unfairly. I want to make it at least a challenge, sort of thing. And let's chuck something different in. You did 40 plus, right? Which shiny dude? Sorry. Oh, for Rockruff. Niggin guys, did you also play Rockruff? So I'm guessing that they did. Because I very much remember us having one. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive that we had a Rockruff. Like, because I remember looking at the thumbnail for it. So. Wait. Lost. Did you receive the battle request, or? It won't work, okay. Try sending me another one. Oh, there we go. We got yours. Try sending another one. Yeah, it's just very glitchy. Okay. Finally. I'm positive that we've had a Rowlet Spotlight Hour. I could be remembering it wrong, but I'm almost positive that we've had one. Like I said, almost positive. Have I? No, I don't really pay attention to the data mine stuff. Like, I'd rather be surprised about stuff that's actually coming to the game. So I don't pay too much attention to it, but there's possibly shadow raids. That'd be good. Give us access to shadows through other things, and hopefully that means that some of the previous shiny... See, my game glitched out again. As soon as you swapped in, I ability to actually tap on the screen. Ah, it's all good, dude. Like, I don't mind. Because that's the thing about the data mining stuff. There's no guarantee that the stuff is actually coming to the game. It's just one of those things. Because, I mean, they've data mined plenty of stuff in the past which didn't end up sort of coming to the game. So, yeah, unless it's an actual official word from Niantic, I tend to, take it with a grain of salt, sort of thing. leg is itchy. Get in the car while I have a chance. Yeah, it's fairly even at this point. Who's gonna get the win? Hopefully this is gonna be enough to get rid of. Oh, come on, can I get to the charge? Lantern has actually done really well. Lantern was a really good choice for the team. It's done like the bulk of the damage. If I'm lucky, it's going to get the KO here. Beautiful. GG's. That was actually like a good battle from me, sort of thing, like a good team selection. It worked out very like, just Lantern seemed to cover basically everything by itself, which is good. All right, so there's still a few minutes left of. May as well catch a couple of these little dudes. We can do a check to see if we magically got ourselves a hundo out of the very few that we've actually checked. That one's not a hundo. Yeah, so sorry I haven't been as talkative as I usually would be during the streams. It's hard talking sort of thing and keeping up with the chat when I'm battling as much as I am. Because, yeah, you got to sort of pay attention to what's happening on the screen while you're battling and not reading chat. Tell dude what? You know what? You can just go away because you're being very difficult, and I don't like that. This is what I hate about starters. Like, they're such a pain in the ass to catch. Like that, you give them an Ultra Ball and it's still not good enough. You can go away. Stop being difficult. Stop wasting my items. They always seem to do it when I'm running low on items as well. It's like the game knows. So it makes the Pokemon more feisty, just so you waste more items. I hate you, starter Pokemon. You can go away too. 3 in a row. Oh my god, this one's going to be a pain in the ass too. Like, why do these last ones have to be such high CPs? They've just been a pain. Like I said, running low on items, it does this. It's been doing it for the last week. Even the smallest of like, I had a Paris yesterday that was like 16 CP and it still broke out of like 4 balls before I actually was able to catch it. And it's like, seriously, game? Okay, there we go. It's done. Check bag space. I already know that I'm running low on items. It's just Pokeballs and that. Like I said, I haven't been out over the past week to really stock up on anything, so my items are running very low. Potions and that, like, I even need to stock up on revives, because my revives have been getting hammered over the last few weeks because of Rayquaza and Ho-Ho that we've just had, sort of thing. Ended up using a lot of revives just to try and keep things going for the raid hours. because for some reason they've made it that the vast majority of like heals and stuff like that that you get from raid rewards are potions. They give you very few revives, but they give you like 1,000,000 potions, which is so counterproductive, because it's just like, don't you want people doing more raids? If you want people doing more raids so they spend more money, you need to give them the revives so they can actually revive their Pokemon to, you know, participate in the raids. So I don't understand the point of giving us like 1,000,000 potions and only giving us 10 revives per, 50 raids that you do. Check the rock. Like, there's no point checking Rockruff because I would have gotten rid of them by now. I've got shiny Rockruffs as well. Oh, helps if actually. I know that I've hatched both of these dudes though. Hatched. Oh no, that one was from a raid. Sorry. Hey Martin, how you doing, dude? Let's see. That one was from a raid. That one was from an egg. You're possibly right. Like I said, I was just positive that we've had it in a... That one was from a raid. No. That annoys me. I'm not trying to take pictures of you. Can you please go away? I have 2 Shadow, Alolan Vulpix, 315 for 92%, and 815 15. Which should you power up? The 92%. I mean, honestly, there's not really much that's going to separate a 92 and a 91%. So it's really up to you, dude. I also have... Where is it? This one here, which is a 98% rank 53. No, wait, no, the shadow ones. I'm looking for shadow ones. Pretty sure it's this one, I just haven't... Yeah, that one there. I'm pretty sure that one's like 98, 99%, something like that. I can't check it now just because I don't have... I can't run the IV checkers while the game's running. The streams are running, otherwise it crashes the stream. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's decent. I just need to get rid of frustration off it. You wish we're... Yeah, unfortunately, like I said before, because it's a starter Pokemon, they're not going to release it for Spotlight Hour. They will save it for a community day. So it'll be the same with Poplio and Litten as well, unfortunately, over the next couple of weeks, which I just find it really pointless, them giving us these things in Spotlight Hours if they're just going to be community day Pokemon down the line. Like, give them to us as Spotlight Pokemon after we've had them in Com Days. Like, having them now just seems really pointless. Like, any Spotlight Hour that isn't a shiny isn't available, I just find it's a waste of an event. Like, just because you're out, just... I mean, what's the point of it if you're not actually hunting a shiny sort of thing? Yes, you can get the hundo. Yes, you can stock up on candies and all that sort of stuff. But most people don't really prioritize those things over a shiny. So, yeah. To me, I just find they're a bit of a waste sort of thing. How good should it be to be worthy of an evolution? It depends, dude. It depends on what you want to use it for. Like that Shadow one that I just showed you, that one will be a PvP Pokemon. And Alolan Ninetales is one of the best Pokemon that you can use for PvP. Just because it's bulky, it hits hard, and with the 20% damage boost that it gets from being a Shadow, it's just a very viable Pokemon. Like, it was one of the main picks during the tournament sort of thing, the OCIC and just other tournaments around the world, like the official Pokemon Go tournaments. So yeah, if you've got one for PvP, prioritize that one if you're going to be doing PvP. But I mean, if you're doing like just for raids and stuff like that, then you want it to be higher in CP, like higher on stats, I mean. Just because a PvP Pokemon is going to be different from a raid Pokemon. Usually your raid Pokemon, like you use hundos and stuff like that, the stronger you can get the Pokemon, you want to be using them for raids. There are certain breakpoints that you want for PvP, just so it lasts as long as it can and output the most damage that it's going to output before it gets KO'd, sort of thing. So that's more of a well, basically, if I go to my PvP Pokemon, so we'll just look at ones that are for Great League, for instance. So that's for Ultra League, rather. All of these, so that's like a 99, rank 15. So yeah, that one's, as you can see, usually you want lower attack stats and higher defense and HP for PvP Pokemon. So yeah, that's rank 4, that's rank 3, that's rank 24, it's rank 15, rank 12. So as you can see, most of these have low attack stats and high defense HP. But for, say, raids and stuff like that, you basically, as close as you can get them to a hundo is better. So for instance, this one is one of my, so that's a hundo, that's a hundo, and these are all my ones that I used for like raids and stuff. It's 96%, hundo, that's like 93%, 98%, 98%, 93%, hundo. That unfortunate slacking isn't really useful for anything though, so that's just a trophy hundo. So yeah, your higher ones like this you tend to use for raids and stuff like that, or even battling against the Team Rocket grunts and stuff. Why can't they give us Paris with 2x Stardust? Because it's Niantic, and do they ever do anything that's worth actually doing? Like I was just saying to the guys, these next couple of Spotlight Hours are just going to be very average, given that there's no shiny available, and basically that's it. I mean, they're not even really useful for anything yet as well, given that they haven't been released during their com day, so they don't have their special move on them either. So you don't have a Blast Burn or Frenzy Plant or Hydro Cannon or anything like that on them, and they're not shiny. So other than stocking up on candies, which we're going to be able to do during their com days anyway, these next couple of Spotlight Hours are really just pointless, in my opinion. Why Niantic chooses to give them to us, I don't know. You have a Great League, rank 1, a Shadow Mareep that you haven't touched yet. Now that Ampharos has Brutal Swing, you think you may build it for fun. Yeah, I mean, anything that has decent coverage is a good Pokemon to go for. So for instance, when I'm using Muck, as you guys have seen, like I've used Muck in quite a few of my... This isn't ideal because it's a hundo, so it's not the best Pokemon that I could be using for PvP, but it's got decent coverage. I mean, Poison type, it's a hard thing to counter, sort of thing. Like, Poison types are really only weak to Psychic and Ground types, but you don't tend to see a lot of, at least Ground types. Like, Ground types aren't something that you see a lot of in PvP, like, other than, like, Nidoqueen and, like, Wishcash and stuff like that. But they're very rare, so Muck just tends to have good coverage because of its Poison, Dark, and Electric type moves. So it covers well, especially since a lot of the things that you do see in PvP, like Azumarill, Metacham, all that sort of stuff. Like, Metacham is half Psychic, so it doesn't take as much damage, but most other fighting types tend to take a lot of damage from, especially if it's got, like, Thunder Punch and stuff like that as well. And Thunder Punch is very spammy. So it's a good Pokemon to have for PvP, but like I said, the stat distribution on this one isn't the greatest. Can we do a fight? Yeah, I'm happy to do a couple more fights with you guys before I wrap up the stream. Gives me a chance to spin some more of these stops. So just like I said before, wish I brought my Go Plus with me, because then I could have been spinning stops the whole time that I was walking around battling with you guys. thought on Shadow Raids. Yeah, they should be cool. I mean, there's not really much to think about them, sort of thing. That will be a good addition to the game. It gives us more opportunities to get some of those Shadow Shinies that we may have missed during their run with the team leaders, the Team Rocket leaders. So yeah, it should be good. I mean, you knew that they were going to add them at some point. It was just a matter of when. Regidrago can. They never give us the full list of moves that the Pokemon can learn, unfortunately, because that's why Ho-Ho was such an average fire type for such a long period of time. Like, now that it's got access to, is it Overheat or I can't remember what its fire charge move is, but basically up until that point wasn't really a good fire type just because it just didn't have access to fire charge moves. What are we going to go with? But yeah, they usually do that so they've got something to add to it later on down the track. So they won't give us all of its moves, but I guarantee you once it becomes a shiny sort of thing and it's been run through raids a few times, they'll release it and it will have access to at least one of those moves that will make it more of a viable dragon type. But unfortunately, it just gets outranked by pretty much every other dragon type that's in the game, so it's never going to be a great, just a great Pokemon in general sort of thing. It's gonna be something a bit different. Why not? Let's just run that team. See, just fed the kitties. Nice. Sacred Fire, yes, thank you. Just couldn't remember what charge move it got. Hoping I was going to get to that charge move, but that's okay. It's a Swampert, so it's going to have... I shouldn't have hit me that hard with Surf. See, this is what I get for just choosing random teams. It's so good. I'm going to find out what's working well with each other. Unfortunately, they did not work well with each other. But yeah, it wasn't a try-hard team. It was a random team of just things that I've set up for other tournaments that I was like, let's see how this works. But GG's. GG's. See, oh, it gives me like hardly any Pokeballs because it knows that I need them. Alright. We got time that we can do like one more battle. It didn't come through. Why did it not come through? It said that it was there, and then I jump out, and that's not there. I'm really surprised that I haven't seen a shiny one of these during this event as well. I've been clicking on so many of them. I think Martin was sending through a out-of-battle request. I don't know what's happened. You can try it, Jesse, if you want. It's all good. If you guys have enjoyed the stream so far, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. While I'm sitting here waiting for a battle request, it's the perfect time to do it. Picking all this bloody skin off of me. Where I had that blister the other week. Just got flaky around it, so... You enjoy my streams every day. Well, I appreciate it, dude. I know they can be a bit boring sometimes, like tonight. Mainly because there's been no shiny, sort of thing. Even though shinies shouldn't make the streams interesting. It should be me that makes the streams interesting. But yeah, sometimes when there's no shiny to hunt, I just feel like it's like... what am I doing? On my hand. It's from... I'm pretty sure it was from the weights. I'm actually not sure, because I didn't even know that I had it until I pulled the skin off of it, sort of thing. But I'm pretty sure it was from... it was more than likely from doing the chin-ups. When I was doing the chin-ups and just, like, hangs. Sort of thing, part of, like, calisthenics. Third time. I did get it before. It's been a bit laggy tonight. Try send you one, dude. Yes, for some reason, a lot of the time when you guys are trying to send me battle requests, they just don't come through. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming or what, but yeah, sometimes, or at least a lot of the time, I need to send them to you. So I'm going to plug the phone in. Hopefully it's not overheating, so it'll actually charge, because it is a bit warm. Nope, it's overheating, so I can't charge my phone. So we haven't got long left, because it's already on 18%, guys, so I'm probably going to have to wrap the stream up shortly, so the phone doesn't go dead. Like I just said, I've only got a bit of battery left, so I can't do too many more battles, guys. Turn the fan up in the car, see if that helps a bit. But yeah, my battery's going dead, so I'll have to wrap it up shortly. But I'm probably got enough to do another battle or two. It comes through when we're about to start doing our battle. Am I a Halo fan? Nah, as I said earlier, I've never been an Xbox person, so Halo has never been something that I've really gotten into. I played number 1, but other than that, no, I haven't really played Halo. was a PlayStation person up until 2019. Yeah, see, same. I was a PlayStation person back in the day as well. And you got your PC and now Xbox because of your PC. Yeah, see, I was always a PlayStation person, and then I got my PC as well, like back in the day. This is back when like Halo 1 and Counter-Strike and all that sort of stuff were a thing, so I used to play a lot of those back in the day. Now I yeah, tend to be more of a PlayStation a computer person, PC person. And the good thing is the vast majority of games that are released on both PlayStation and Xbox these days end up being on PC. So I tend to just wait until they come out on PC. Like a lot of the big PlayStation games over the last sort of 5 to 10 years are coming out on thing now, PC. So like The Last of Us and stuff like that. Why not? You got a shiny Cyndaquil 1 check after you got a shiny Smeagol. Nice, congratulations. Last week after raid hour, I got the shiny thing during raid hour, ho, and then when I got home, I actually got a shiny hop hip. So I ended up with 2 shinies that night, which was good. Already had a million shiny hop hips from thing as well, because it's been in a com day. Just quietly, I don't think these two are gonna be able to do much yet to Bastiodon. I freaking hate Bastiodon. Should have put a grass type in the team. It's okay. Yeah, Tracy, I can battle you, but then that'll be it, guys, because my phone will go dead shortly, so I'm gonna wrap it up before the phone goes dead. Should do a bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough. GG's. Yeah, I just hate Bastiodon because of its bulk. But that's pretty dodgy, dude. Use 2 like full bulky Pokemon. That's just cheating, having 2 anchors in your team. Only people that don't know how to battle do that. I'm joking. Tracy, sorry, what was your in-game name again? Oh, sorry, Mystic said, sorry. I remember as soon as I said it, I was like, hang on, you just said it before. Alright, what do we go with? So yeah, like I said, guys, this will be our last battle, because my phone will go shortly. I need to start setting up some of these other Pokemon that I've got for thing. Yeah, because I got a bunch of other Great League Pokemon that I just need to power up and double charge move and stuff like that. I need to start working on maybe getting together a few other teams. Because I tend to only have like one or two. It's not coming through. Just give it a second. Sometimes it's a bit laggy. If it doesn't come through, you can try send me one. Yeah, it's just been really... Okay, there we go. It's just been really slow tonight with the battle requests. So sometimes you just have to give it a minute or so for it to come through. Jimmy vibes. What? Not getting battle requests in time at Jimmy vibes? Sounds like it. I always have my bubble right over where my health is, so I can't see my health properly. Chucked a lot of damage. I probably should have shielded the first one, but that's okay. At least Mark is in a decent position here. Hopefully. Got you vibing weekly. Gotta give you a weekly dose of the vibes. Just hoping that this hits hard enough to... Damn it. One hit away from... It's alright. GG's. Alrighty guys, well, my phone is on 12%, so we will wrap it up here. But thank you for everybody that has tuned in tonight. Much appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow night like usual for Raid Hour, so be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so you know when I go live tomorrow for Raid Hour. And yeah, we'll pick it up then. But thank you guys for all the battles, much appreciated. And yeah, all we gotta do is, like I said, build some better teams. Hopefully be a bit more competitive. Gotta stop choosing these random teams and choose stuff that's actually gonna work together properly. But alright guys, have a good night. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Shiny vibes and goodbyes. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Bye.